Have you ever wondered if the fruits you eat every day might be silently harming your health? As we age, every bite we take becomes more than just food. It becomes either medicine or poison. While fruits are often praised for their health benefits, recent warnings from doctors and nutritionists have uncovered a shocking truth. Some fruits may actually be dangerous for seniors, contributing to serious health risks and even speeding up the aging process. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to protect you. If you're over 60, your body is not the same as it was decades ago. Your metabolism has slowed, your organs are more sensitive, and your ability to process sugar, fiber, and acid has changed dramatically. What may be perfectly healthy for a 30-year-old could be harmful, even dangerous, for someone in their senior years. Let's take a close, honest look at 7 fruits that doctors warn seniors should either avoid or strictly limit. This information could protect your heart, your brain, your kidneys, and maybe even save your life. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Grapefruit, the silent drug interactor. Grapefruit has long held a sacred place on the breakfast tables of countless Americans, especially among older adults who grew up believing in its promise of vitality, weight control, and vitamin C. Its tart taste and vibrant color suggest health and energy, a fruit that whispers freshness and longevity. But beneath its innocent surface lies a hidden danger, one that many seniors are never warned about until it's too late. What makes grapefruit so risky is not its taste, but how it interacts with the medications that many older adults depend on every day. Grapefruit contains natural compounds called furanocoumarins, which interfere with liver enzymes, specifically CYP3A4, that are crucial for metabolizing more than 85 commonly prescribed drugs. These include medications for high blood pressure, cholesterol, anxiety, sleep disorders, and heart arrhythmias. When grapefruit blocks this enzyme, the medication stays in your system longer and at higher concentrations. This means that a normal dose suddenly becomes an overdose without warning. It can lead to symptoms as mild as dizziness or as severe as internal bleeding, heart palpitations, and liver toxicity. Many older adults have landed in emergency rooms not from the medication itself, but from the unsuspecting grapefruit they ate that morning. The danger is particularly cruel because it hides in plain sight. There's no label on the fruit, no bitter aftertaste, no warning sign. And for seniors who already manage multiple prescriptions, this small fruit becomes a dangerous wild card that could tip their health in the wrong direction with just a few bites. It's a chilling reminder. Not everything nature offers is harmless, especially when the body grows older and more vulnerable. But grapefruit isn't the only fruit hiding in your kitchen that could threaten your health. Some seem even more innocent. Soft, sweet, comforting, yet carry dangers of their own. Take, for example, the simple banana. Could something so familiar be quietly putting your heart at risk? Let's take a closer look. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Bananas. The potassium overload. For many seniors, bananas have become a comforting staple. Soft, easy to chew, gentle on the stomach. They often symbolize nourishment without complication. We peel them without a second thought, believing we're making a healthy choice. But as the body ages, even something as familiar and harmless as a banana can carry risks that few people talk about. Risks that could quietly strain the heart, upset electrolyte balance, and put already fragile systems in danger. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral essential for nerve function, muscle contraction, and maintaining a healthy heartbeat. But when potassium builds up beyond safe levels, especially in older adults with reduced kidney function, it becomes a silent threat. The aging kidneys, often slower and less efficient, struggle to filter excess potassium from the blood. As a result, potassium levels can rise unexpectedly, leading to a condition called hyperkalemia. This isn't just a number on a lab test. Hyperkalemia can cause irregular heartbeat, fatigue, muscle weakness, nausea, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac arrest. For seniors already taking medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics, commonly prescribed for heart failure and high blood pressure, the risk becomes even greater. These drugs can further elevate potassium, turning a daily banana into a trigger for serious complications. The truth is, the body in its later years handles minerals differently. What was once beneficial in youth may now require stricter moderation. A banana a day may no longer be harmless, especially if you're unaware of how it fits into your medication and kidney health. So the question becomes, if something as mild and trusted as a banana can pose this kind of danger, what about the fruits we associate with sweetness and joy? Those that flood the bloodstream with sugar in seconds. You might be surprised to learn that the next fruit on our list, while small and charming, hides a sugar load powerful enough to quietly accelerate aging from the inside out. 3. Cherries, sugar bombs in disguise. There's something deeply nostalgic about a bowl of cherries. Their vibrant red color, the way they glisten in the summer sun, the sweet burst of flavor when you bite into one. It all feels innocent, even joyful. For many older adults, cherries bring back memories of picnics, holidays, and simpler times. But beneath their cheerful exterior lies a hidden danger, especially for those in their golden years. A heavy load of sugar that the aging body may no longer be equipped to handle. Though small in size, cherries are densely packed with natural sugars, and that sweetness comes at a cost. One cup can contain as much as 18 grams of sugar, nearly the equivalent of a chocolate bar. And unlike their processed counterparts, the sugar in cherries may seem safer because it's natural. But sugar, in any form, has consequences, particularly for seniors managing type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. With age, the body becomes less efficient at metabolizing sugar. Blood glucose levels spike faster, and insulin, the hormone responsible for regulating that sugar, doesn't work as effectively. The result is a roller coaster of energy highs and lows, followed by inflammation, weight gain, and damage to blood vessels and nerves. Over time, the sugar overload contributes to glycation, a cellular process that accelerates aging by stiffening arteries, damaging skin elasticity, and burdening internal organs. For seniors, every bite matters, not just for the moment it satisfies, but for how it shapes long-term health. Cherries may still be enjoyed in small portions, but their deceptive sweetness demands awareness and control. Now imagine a fruit even more seductive, tropical, golden, overflowing with juice, and yet packing more sugar than many sodas. Coming up next is a fruit many consider exotic and healthy, but for older adults, it could be quietly fueling weight gain, liver strain, and unexpected spikes in blood sugar. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Mangoes, a tropical threat to blood sugar. Few fruits capture the imagination quite like the mango. Its golden flesh, silky texture, and sun-drenched sweetness can instantly transport us to a carefree place, perhaps to a warm beach or a fond memory of summer. For many seniors, enjoying a ripe mango feels like indulging in nature's dessert. But for those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, that tropical delight may come with an unexpected and dangerous cost. Mangoes are one of the highest sugar fruits found in nature, containing up to 45 grams of sugar in just one medium-sized fruit, far more than a can of soda. And unlike fruits with lower glycemic impact, mangoes cause a rapid surge in blood glucose levels, which can be especially harmful to older adults. As the body ages, it becomes more vulnerable to insulin resistance, where cells no longer respond to insulin effectively. This means sugar remains in the bloodstream longer, feeding inflammation, damaging blood vessels, and wearing down the pancreas. What's even more concerning is the liver's reaction. Mangoes are rich in fructose, a form of sugar metabolized directly by the liver. In high amounts, fructose can contribute to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, a condition increasingly common among seniors, often silent until it causes fatigue, confusion, or long-term organ damage. The sweet, juicy bite of a mango may feel harmless, but when eaten regularly, especially without balancing fiber or protein, it can silently burden vital systems already weakened by age. This isn't to say mangoes have no place in a healthy diet, but for older adults, even healthy sugars can be harmful if not consumed with caution and intention. And while mangoes may be nature's candy, their seductive sweetness masks the very sugar that accelerates aging from within. But sugar isn't the only danger hidden in fruit. Some fruits don't just raise your blood sugar, they can actually burn your stomach, erode your teeth, and irritate your digestive tract in ways that may surprise you. Let's turn now to one of the most acidic fruits of all, and the harm it may be causing with every bite. 5. Pineapple, the acid that burns. Pineapple, with its golden glow and tropical aroma, often feels like a small celebration on the plate. For many older adults, it evokes warmth, joy, and a touch of indulgence, a fruit that brightens salads, desserts, or even eaten fresh on a summer afternoon. But for all its beauty and sweetness, pineapple holds a secret beneath its surface, an intense acidity and enzyme activity that can quietly wreak havoc on the aging digestive system. As we age, the stomach becomes more sensitive, the esophageal sphincter weaker, and the balance of digestive acids more fragile. Pineapple, unfortunately, is one of the most acidic fruits we commonly eat. It contains high levels of citric acid and ascorbic acid, which may trigger or worsen acid reflux, heartburn, and gastric irritation in older adults, especially those living with GERD or peptic ulcers. The burning sensation that some may feel after eating pineapple isn't just discomfort, it's a sign that the digestive tract is being aggravated, inflamed, or even damaged. But that's not all. Pineapple also contains bromelain, a powerful enzyme that breaks down proteins. While bromelain has been praised for its anti-inflammatory effects, it can also irritate the lining of the mouth, stomach, and intestines in sensitive individuals. Seniors with thinning digestive linings or delicate gums may experience mouth sores, nausea, or even bleeding if they consume too much. And let's not forget the teeth. Aging enamel is more vulnerable to erosion, and the high acidity of pineapple, especially in juice form, can accelerate dental decay and sensitivity, leading to further complications that affect overall health and quality of life. What makes pineapple so deceptive is how good it tastes. But sometimes the most delicious things can leave a painful mark. And while the burn of pineapple is real, the next fruit brings a completely different kind of threat, one hidden not in acid, but in concentration, chemicals, and the illusion of health. Let's turn to a group of fruits many seniors snack on daily without realizing they may be drying out more than just water. 6. Dried fruits. Sugar and sulfite surprises. There's something comforting about dried fruits. A handful of raisins tucked into your oatmeal, a few apricots in your afternoon snack, or prunes to help keep digestion regular. For many older adults, dried fruits feel like a smart choice, convenient, natural, and familiar. But hidden beneath their wrinkled skin is a surprising combination of risks that can quietly strain the aging body in ways few expect. Dried fruits are often seen as healthy alternatives to sweets, but what's often overlooked is that when the water is removed, what's left behind is a highly concentrated source of sugar and calories. A small serving of dried fruit can contain 2 to 3 times the sugar of its fresh counterpart. This means a few innocent-looking pieces can send blood sugar soaring, a dangerous reality for seniors managing diabetes, insulin resistance, or weight-related issues. Unlike fresh fruit, the lack of water and fiber in dried varieties allows sugars to hit the bloodstream rapidly, increasing inflammation and encouraging fat storage, especially around the abdomen. But the danger doesn't end there. Many commercially packaged dried fruits contain sulfites, a type of preservative that extends shelf life but can trigger a range of reactions, from headaches and dizziness to asthma symptoms and gastrointestinal discomfort. For older adults with sensitive systems, sulfites can quietly undermine overall well-being, causing bloating, fatigue, and mood disturbances that are too often blamed on age rather than diet. And then there's the issue of digestion. Ironically, while prunes are known to aid bowel movements, excessive dried fruit can clog more than clear, especially in seniors who are not drinking enough water. The result is often bloating, cramping, and even constipation, the very symptoms many are trying to avoid. So while dried fruits may feel like nature's candy, they often come with a bitter price. And if fruits can hide sugar and chemicals, what happens when a fruit interacts with your blood directly, changing the way your body handles life-saving medication? The final fruit on our list might seem harmless, even exotic, but it can quietly shift your blood chemistry in dangerous ways. 7. Papaya, potentially dangerous for people on blood thinners. Papaya is often celebrated as a gentle fruit, soft in texture, soothing to the stomach, and praised for its enzymes that aid digestion. For many older adults, it feels like a safe and even medicinal choice, especially for those seeking relief from constipation or inflammation. But behind its orange flesh and tropical sweetness lies a lesser-known risk that can become serious, even life-threatening, for seniors taking blood-thinning medications. The danger lies in papaya's natural compounds, particularly papain, an enzyme that helps break down proteins. While beneficial in small amounts, papain can also enhance the effects of anticoagulants, making the blood thinner than intended. For those on medications like warfarin or other blood thinners, this interaction can quietly lead to excessive bleeding, unexplained bruising, or in severe cases, internal hemorrhaging. Papaya also contains vitamin K, which can unpredictably interfere with how blood thinners work, either intensifying their effect or diminishing it. For seniors managing cardiovascular conditions, the delicate balance of blood viscosity is vital. Even small fluctuations can make the difference between protection and peril. Many aren't warned that the very fruit they trust to ease digestion could disrupt the precise dosing their lives depend on. And for those with latex allergies, another layer of caution is needed. Unripe papaya contains latex-like substances that can trigger allergic reactions, ranging from skin irritation to more serious digestive and respiratory symptoms. risks that only increase with age and compromised immunity. What makes papaya so deceptive is how gentle it seems: soft, mild, nourishing. But in a body that relies on tightly managed medication and careful balance, even the mildest fruit can tip the scale. Now that you've seen how these 7 seemingly healthy fruits can bring hidden risks to aging bodies, it's time to ask, what should you eat instead? The answer isn't about fear, it's about wisdom. Let's explore smarter, safer fruit choices that support your health, not sabotage it. 8. What should you do instead? After learning how certain fruits, long believed to be healthy, can quietly pose serious risks to seniors, it's natural to feel concerned, even overwhelmed. But this is not a message of fear. It is a gentle reminder that aging calls for a new kind of wisdom, one rooted in self-awareness, informed choices, and deep respect for a body that has carried you through decades of life. The solution isn't to abandon fruit altogether. Nature still offers an abundance of options that nourish and heal. But the key is intentionality. At this stage of life, it's no longer just about what tastes good or seems natural. It's about what supports the specific needs of your aging body, your medications, your digestion, your heart, your energy. Choose fruits that are lower in sugar and gentler on the system. Berries, like blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries, are rich in antioxidants, low in sugar, and support brain and heart health. Apples, especially green ones, offer fiber that's easy on digestion and helps regulate blood sugar. Pears and kiwi in moderation provide hydration, vitamin C, and are less likely to cause spikes in glucose. When you do enjoy fruit, be mindful of portion size. Even healthy fruits can become harmful when eaten without balance. Pair fruit with protein, a few almonds or a piece of cheese, to stabilize blood sugar and aid absorption. And above all, listen to your body. If a fruit leaves you feeling bloated, dizzy, fatigued, or off balance, don't ignore it. The body speaks, even in whispers. Most importantly, always consider your medications when choosing what to eat. Speak with your doctor or pharmacist regularly, and don't be afraid to ask how food may interact with your prescriptions. What you eat should never work against what keeps you alive. Growing older is not a limitation to see, it's a calling to live more wisely, more gently, and more deliberately. And with just a few small changes, the foods you eat each day can become your most powerful ally in aging well, with strength, clarity, and peace. Aging with intention. Let food become your quiet strength. Aging is not something to fear. It is something to honor. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, every slowed step is a quiet testament to all you've lived through. But with this stage of life comes the responsibility to protect what time has made more fragile: your body, your mind, your spirit. And that protection begins with awareness. The truth about the fruits we've discussed is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken something deeper, a realization that even the choices we think are good, even the ones we've made for years without question, deserve to be re-examined with fresh eyes and renewed wisdom. Because the older body is not the same body we had at 30 or 40. It carries different needs, different sensitivities, and different strengths. Food, once a simple source of pleasure or tradition, becomes more complex with age. It can comfort or inflame, support or sabotage, heal or harm. That's why what we eat matters more now than ever before. You've earned the right to feel good, to wake up without unnecessary pain, to enjoy meals that nourish without burden, to live with clarity rather than confusion. And the good news is, these changes aren't drastic. They're simply mindful. A smaller portion, a different fruit, a conversation with your doctor, a little more water, a little more listening to your body. You don't need to fear fruit, you just need to understand it. And in doing so, you take back a small piece of control over your well being. Not everything can be changed, but much can be improved gently, steadily, and with grace. So take this knowledge as a gift, not a warning. Let it remind you that caring for yourself is not selfish, it is sacred. You are still writing your story. And the more thoughtfully you nourish your body, the more fully you can live the beautiful chapters still ahead. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with senior health tips. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.